Most people work hard. Strategists don't. Workers wake up early. Grind all day, stay busy. Strategists, they look lazy, slow, detached. Guess who wins long term? Look at Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, Ray Dalio. They don't outwork everyone. They outthink everyone. That's the difference. Most people think success comes from effort. Wrong. It comes from positioning. I'm about to show you exactly how strategists think differently. And by the end of this, you'll never approach work the same way again. Chapter 1. The Trap of Productivity. You've been lied to your whole life. Work harder. Stay busy. Be productive. Sounds good. Feels right. Completely wrong. Cal Newport calls this pseudo-productivity. Doing a lot. That doesn't matter. Most people confuse motion with progress. Answer emails, attend meetings, finish tasks, you feel productive. But here's the problem, though. None of it moves the needle. A University of California study found that knowledge workers spend over 60% of their time on shallow work. Emails, admin, busy tasks. You're not building leverage. You're maintaining existence. Strategists don't do this. They ask one question. What actually changes the outcome? Workers optimize effort. Strategists optimize impact. Big difference. Example. A worker writes 50 emails a day. A strategist writes one system that eliminates those emails forever. Same time. Massively different result. Most people think being busy equals being valuable. Wrong. Value comes from leverage. And here's the thing. If you're always busy, you never have time to think. That's exactly why you stay stuck. Chapter 2. Thinking and Leverage. Workers trade time for money. Strategists build systems. Naval Ravikant said it best. Earn with your mind, not your time. But what does that actually mean? Leverage, 3 types: code, capital, people. Workers ignore all 3. They rely on effort. Strategists, they multiply themselves. Let's break it down. Code, write something once. It works forever. Apps, content, systems. One YouTube video can generate income for years. Workers think, that's risky. Strategists think that's scalable. Capital, money working for you. Investments, businesses, assets. Warren Buffett doesn't work 8 hours a day. His money does people, building teams, delegating outcomes. Andrew Carnegie built an empire without doing everything himself. Workers think, I'll do it faster myself. Strategists think, why am I doing this at all? But here's the problem, though. Most people never think this way. Why? Because they're addicted to control. They want to touch everything. That kills leverage. You don't scale effort, you scale systems. And until you understand that, you stay a worker. Chapter 3. The Illusion of Competence. You feel smart. You're not. Most people operate on autopilot. They repeat tasks, follow routines, execute orders, feels productive, but it's not thinking. Psychologist Daniel Kahneman explains this. System 1 thinking, fast, automatic, lazy. Strategists use System 2, slow, deliberate, painful. Most people avoid it. Why? Because thinking is uncomfortable. You have to question assumptions. Admit you're wrong. Sit in uncertainty. Workers hate that. They want clear instructions. Strategists create the instructions. Let me show you the difference. A worker gets a task. How do I do this? A strategist asks, why are we doing this at all? Massive shift. Most people think following instructions is efficient. Wrong. It's limiting. Strategists redesign the game. And here's the thing. The world rewards thinking, not doing. AI is replacing workers. It can execute faster than you, but it can't think strategically. Not yet. That's your advantage. If you don't develop it, you become obsolete. Chapter 4. Time horizons. Workers think short-term, finish task, get paid, repeat. Strategists think in decades. Jeff Bezos made decisions based on 10-year outcomes, while competitors optimized quarterly profits. Guess who dominated? Long-term thinking creates unfair advantages. But here's the problem, though. Your brain hates long-term thinking. Dopamine rewards immediate results. Scrolling, notifications, quick wins. Strategic thinking, slow, invisible, delayed. That's why most people quit. They don't see results immediately. So they go back to busy work. Strategists tolerate delay. They plant seeds. Content, skills, systems, they understand compounding. James Clear talks about this. 1% better every day. Sounds small, but over time, explosive. Workers chase spikes. Strategists build curves. That's why one seems slow, until suddenly they're unstoppable. Chapter 5. Constraint thinking. Most people think more options equals better results. Wrong. Constraints create clarity. Remember this principle from elite performers. Scarcity increases depth. When you have fewer options, you focus harder. Strategists use constraints deliberately. Example. Instead of asking, what should I do? They ask, if I could only do one thing today, what would it be? That forces prioritization. Workers spread effort. Strategists concentrate it. And here's the thing. Your brain is a leaky bucket. Hermann Ebbinghaus proved this with the forgetting curve. You forget most of what you do anyway. So why are you doing so much? Strategists do less, but better. They eliminate noise, focus on signal. That's how they move faster while doing less. Chapter 6, Decision Leverage. This is where everything changes. Workers make small decisions all day. What task next? What email first? What meeting to attend? Strategists make fewer decisions, but bigger ones. One decision can change everything. Choosing the right business model, the right skill, the right market, that's leverage. Jeff Bezos said he tries to make a few high-quality decisions per day, not hundreds of small ones. Why? Decision fatigue. Your brain has limited energy. Wasted on trivial things. You have none left for important ones. Strategists protect their thinking. They automate the small stuff. Same clothes, same routines, same systems. Not because they're boring, because they're efficient. Every decision you eliminate frees energy for strategy. But here's the problem, though. Most people do the opposite. They obsess over small details and ignore big decisions. That's why they stay stuck. Chapter 7, Identity Shift. This is the real barrier. You don't think like a strategist because you don't see yourself as one. Identity drives behavior. If you think you're a worker, you'll look for tasks. If you think you're a strategist, you'll look for leverage. Simple, but powerful. Most people wait for permission. A title, a promotion, recognition. Strategists don't. They decide, right now. They start asking better questions. What creates the most impact? What can I eliminate? What can I automate? What compounds over time? That's the shift. And once it happens, you can't go back. You'll see inefficiency everywhere. You'll question everything. You'll stop working and start thinking. But here's the thing. Even if you think like a strategist, there's still one problem. Execution. Ideas without execution are useless. Most people either think or do. Strategists do both. That's why they win. They think first, then act with precision. Not random effort, targeted action. And that's the real advantage. You don't need to work more. You need to think better. Because in the end, workers build tasks. Strategists build systems. Workers chase income. Strategists create leverage. Workers stay busy. Strategists get rich. That's the difference. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. So next time you sit down to work, don't ask, what should I do? Ask what actually matters. Because that one question changes everything. Hit subscribe before you forget. We don't work harder here, we think better. And if you want to go deeper, I made another video breaking down the exact system strategists use to find high leverage opportunities most people never see. Watch it next.